There are roads that are not only simple to pass, but also like entrances to mysterious abysses. Breathtaking curves, harsh weather, and collapsing terrain make every meter a test of life and death. Today, let's explore the top scariest highways in the world. In contrast to the familiar daily roads, Babur D915 in Turkey opens up like a nightmare in the middle of wild mountains and forests. This 100 kilometers plus road is carved into the rugged Pontic Mountains, featuring 29 hairpin bends at the Soganla Pass, where one slip could send you plummeting into a deep abyss. The road surface is rough, mostly gravel, and so narrow that at times only one car can pass. In winter, the snow covers everything, making every step a gamble, and in summer, thick dust obscures visibility. Locals call it the road that tests courage, while tourists come to experience the feeling of walking between life and death. Babur D915 is not only a route, but also an unforgettable obsession for anyone who has ever set foot on the road and wanted to challenge their own courage. Meanwhile, Taroko Gorge Highway in Taiwan brings a whole other challenge, both fascinating and terrifying. This 90 kilometers plus road cuts through the marble Taroko Gorge, skirting sheer cliffs and spanning deep ravines where the Liwu River foams below. Narrow roads, sharp turns, and obstructed vision make drivers feel suffocated, especially when some sections have no protective barriers at all. During the rainy season, the risk of falling rocks and landslides makes the trip seem like a gamble with death. Yet amidst the danger unfolds breathtaking vistas, waterfalls pouring from above, ancient temples hidden in the clouds, and majestic mountains stretching endlessly. Taroko Gorge is therefore both a natural wonder and a nightmare for any driver who dares to challenge it. Are you brave enough to conquer these, the world's scariest highway? Leave a comment sharing your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to explore the next creepy journey. Next on the list is three-level zigzag road in India, also known as Zuluk Loop, located in the state of Sikkim in the eastern Himalayas, about 30 kilometers long with more than 100 narrow sleeve bends. Due to the steep terrain, the route is forced to carve into the mountains, winding through dense forests, grasslands, and remote villages before reaching Tomi Viewpoint at altitude 400 meters. Originally part of the ancient Silk Road connecting Tibet with India, it is now a popular tourist destination for views of the majestic Himalayas, including Kanchenjunga, the world's third highest mountain. In winter, the snow covers the landscape, making it even more spectacular but also increasing the danger. Not everyone is allowed to drive on this road. Visitors need a special license, a four-wheel drive vehicle, and years of driving experience, as even a small mistake can lead to dangerous mountain ditches. Next up is the Cotaji Canyon in Peru, a road that is both majestic and breathtakingly dangerous. Situated along the steep cliffs of the Andes, this road winds between deep canyons where just one wrong turn can send a car plunging hundreds of meters below. The road is narrow. Many sections are only wide enough for one car to pass, forcing drivers to yield and sometimes back up long distances to avoid each other. During the rainy season, rushing water from the mountains turns the road surface into slippery mud, while thick fog obscures visibility. Yet, amid the tension unfolds a beautiful natural picture. Cloud-capped mountain peaks, green valleys, and a winding river in the distance. Cotaji is not just a road, but a journey that tests the will and courage of anyone. Not stopping there, the James Dalton Highway in Alaska, USA, is one of the most extreme icy challenges in the world. This 400-mile route stretches from Fairbanks to the Arctic Circle, crossing wind-swept hills, glaciers, and frozen tundra. The road surface is mainly gravel and rough asphalt, covered with ice and snow in winter and muddy in summer, turning every journey into a struggle with nature. The road has virtually no rest stops or rescue services, while winter temperatures can drop below -30 degrees Celsius and strong winds can cause heavy trucks to sway. People call Dalton the Lonely Road because of its desolation, where if your car breaks down on the road, you only have experience and the will to survive. Yet it is this very harshness that creates the majestic Arctic landscape that makes Dalton both terrifying and fascinating. Crossing the icy north, the journey takes us to the Sichuan-Tibet Highway in China, a route of more than 2,000 kilometers long, dubbed the Heaven and Hell route. The road passes through towering mountain ranges, with many sections at altitudes above 4,000 meters, where the air is so thin that drivers and passengers can easily fall into a state of hypoxia. The terrain is rugged with continuous hairpin turns, narrow roads. One side is a steep cliff, the other side is a deep abyss. During the rainy season, landslides and flash floods occur frequently, and in winter, thick snow and ice turn every meter of road into a death trap. However, this road also takes people through rare, majestic landscapes. Primeval forests, endless green grasslands, ancient Tibetan villages, and the majestic Himalayas. This is a journey both terrifying and sacred, only for the bravest of hearts. Leaving the majestic Himalayas, the journey takes us to South America with Cotopaxi Volcano Road in Ecuador, a place that contains both majestic and threatening beauty. This route follows the slopes. Cotopaxi, the active volcano, is as high as 897 meters, considered one of the highest volcanoes in the world. The road is narrow, winding and bumpy. Many sections are just wide enough for a small car to pass. One side is a steep cliff, the other side is a deep abyss. During heavy rains, rocks and soil from the mountainside can slide down suddenly, turning the entire road into a slippery mud trap. What makes the place even more terrifying is the constant feeling of unease. Just one eruption, and the entire area would be covered in lava and ash. But beyond the danger, the reward is breathtaking scenery, blue highland skies, vast fields, and the breathtaking snow-capped peak of Cotopaxi. And if you think that was the final challenge, get ready, because next we will arrive at location number 10, the Devil's Nose Railway in Ecuador, where the steep Z-shaped turns will leave any passenger breathless. Footage shows a steam train crossing Devil's Nose Mountain, Ecuador, in October 2007, on a dangerous track close to a cliff. Along the railway, on all sides were high mountains and giant rocks. The rising smoke made the scene even more terrifying. The Ferrocarril Andino Railway in Peru crosses the rugged Andes, with high bridges and dangerous tunnels. The path inside was so narrow and dark that it made anyone feel suffocated and full of danger. Just one wrong step in that narrow path could have disastrous consequences. I once witnessed the Maeklong Railway Market in Thailand, where the train crashed into the stalls, which made me shudder, because just a small mistake could cause a tragedy. As the train approached, people had to rush to press against the wall, creating a tense and suffocating scene. In the distance was the treacherous Myanmar Railway overpass, and I wondered what terrifying dangers he would face ahead. Look, this railway line hangs high above. Below is deep green forest and rushing river, creating a scene both majestic and scary. The Tren a las Nubes train in Argentina is 4,200 meters high and 217 kilometers long to the Polverilla Viaduct, offering a breathtaking experience amidst the Andes. Purwakarta, Padalarang Railway. Old video footage captures the dangerous journey on this precarious route. Weaving between high mountains and deep ravines, the narrow tracks make this journey extremely tense and dangerous. Connecting Northern Europe with Southern Europe, crossing the UNESCO World Heritage Ration Railway, skirting majestic glaciers, and descending into lush palm groves. In winter, the Ration Railway is covered with ice and snow. The train weaves between majestic and dangerous mountains. The railway crossing the Pamban Bridge is more than 2 kilometers long, connecting mainland India with Rameswaram Island. Perched precariously on the sea surface, just looking at it is enough to make you shiver. The clear blue water stretches endlessly, while the railway is alone in the middle of the sea, creating a suffocatingly creepy feeling. In Bangladesh, trains are packed with people clinging to the roofs and sides, a sight that leaves anyone who witnesses it breathless with fear. Dangerous. Bangladesh train on Eid. Drutojan Express is seriously overloaded, people clinging inside and outside the carriage. From the dangerous Aso Minami route on the Japanese volcano, we turn to another scene in Vietnam, Hang Mua, Ninh Binh, where steep stone steps take you to the top of the mountain with majestic and overwhelming views. But adventure doesn't stop on mountain roads. Even on trains, you can face heart-stopping feelings. The Aso Minami Line in Japan, a train that runs so close to an active volcano, just a tremor is enough to turn the journey into a disaster. Endless bridges span the emerald green sea, with waves lapping on either side, sparkling under the tropical sunshine. It feels like you are driving in the middle of the ocean, the sea breeze blowing your hair, the salty smells spreading throughout the space. Sometimes, that fragile path makes people feel small in the midst of majestic nature, but that very moment also brings incomparable freedom. This is not just a journey of transportation, but an emotional experience, like walking on a silver silk strip connecting the sky and the sea. From peaceful US Route 1, the journey continues to Lowari Pass, a rugged and cold place that challenges every step. The winding, steep pass, with deep abysses and sharp rocks on both sides, always makes the driver tense, as if walking on the line between life and death. In winter, snow covers the ground. Avalanches and blizzards can strike suddenly, making the path slippery and obscure. It is this very harshness that makes Lowari Pass a dangerous yet fascinating journey, where the majestic beauty of the Hindu Kush blends with danger lurking at every turn. Leaving Lowari Pass, we come to California State Route 1, Pacific Coast Highway, where the blue sea and cliffs create overwhelming beauty. The road winds along the Pacific coast, where white-capped waves crash against steep cliffs, creating a majestic and romantic scene. On that journey, you can feel the salty sea breeze in every breath. the sun casting its golden rays on the vast water, and the green cliffs stretching out to the horizon. Each bend opens up a new scene. Sometimes the vast blue sea, sometimes the deep pine forest. Deep makes people feel both overwhelmed and peaceful. Do you dare to conquer the most dangerous coastal road in America? Comment below. From the blue sea beauty of California State Route 1, we advance to the majestic heights of Kardung La Ladakh. Snow covers the place all year round, and the thin air makes every step heavy. But it is this harshness that adds to the mysterious appeal of this place. The sharp bends hug the steep cliffs. One side is a deep abyss, the other side is white clouds surrounding the mountaintop, creating the feeling of being lost in a surreal world. For adventurous drivers, Kardung La is not only a challenge of courage and skills, but also the final leg that takes them to the most pristine and majestic beauty of Ladakh. Tian Shan Mountain Road winds through the snow-capped mountains of Xinjiang. Sharp turns, steep cliffs, and deep ravines make every trip a gamble with fate. The fog that descended obscured visibility, coupled with the cold winds blowing from the mountain passes, made every turn a life or death challenge. However, it is the majestic beauty of the pine forests, grasslands, and deep blue sky that makes this place a dream to conquer for adventurers. From the majestic Tian Shan Mountains, the journey continues into Pakistan with the Naran Babusar Pass, where lush green beauty hides behind treacherous curves. The Naran Babusar Pass passes through the lush green valleys and towering mountains of Pakistan. The road is narrow, winding with many sharp turns. One side is a steep cliff, the other side is a deep abyss, making even the slightest distraction make the traveler pay dearly. In winter, thick snow turns the road surface into a slippery mirror, and in the rainy season, sudden landslides can block the entire journey. However, it is the majestic scenery with the vast green grasslands and deep blue sky on the top of the pass that has turned this place into a dream for adventurers. Leaving the icy bends of Naran Babusar Pass, the journey continues to take us to Quang Binh, where the western branch of the Ho Chi Minh Trail is hidden among the majestic Truong Son mountain range with countless lurking dangers. The Ho Chi Minh Trail West Branch runs through the majestic Truong Son Mountains and forests, the most rugged terrain in central Vietnam. The narrow, winding road follows the limestone mountainside, with a steep cliff on one side and a deep abyss on the other, making every turn a challenge for the driver. Amidst the danger, the road is captivating with the old Truong Son forest, the fog covering the path and the unforgettable wild beauty. Leaving the majestic Truong Son, we come to Nepal with the Annapurna Circuit Pass, the most dangerous route in the Himalayas. This road winds through mountains over 5,000 meters high, where the thin air makes every breath heavy. The terrain is rugged with countless sharp turns and narrow trails along steep cliffs. One slip, and you could fall into a deep abyss. In winter, heavy snowfall and blizzards strike unexpectedly, while in summer, landslides and heavy rains strike. However, amidst the harshness, the white snow mountains, green valleys and clear sky turn this place into a dream of conquest for the brave. From Himalayas, the journey continues with Kali Hills Road, 99 dangerous bends in India. Kali Hills Road, also known as the 99 Turn Road, located in the middle of Tamil Nadu state, India, is one of the roads that makes anyone shudder when mentioned. Only about 46 kilometers long but has 99 consecutive sharp turns, each turn is like a test of the driver's steel nerves. On one side is a steep cliff. On the other side is a deep abyss. Just a moment of carelessness and an accident can happen. Khan, the legendary road famous for its 11 sharp turns winding like silk strips along the steep mountainside. Look! The car is going down. Trollstigen with sharp turns, deep ravines and roaring waterfalls nearby. Trollstigen like a vivid picture, sharp bends hugging the mountain, majestic waterfalls make travelers both scared and fascinated.